fellow friends. Today I will be representing my group of Beauties and Beasts. Yeah. And the group member is me, there is Abdul Koyum, Alistair, Atika Shasha Jonathan, Chong Ki Chong Jai, and Shiok Jian Shuang. Today, you will get to know how QS is involved in the construction industry. What is a quantity surveyor? And what do they do? A quantity surveyor is a professional working in the construction industry that is very concerned about the cost. And these are the rules of a quantity surveyor. This is the basic service that they usually provide to the client. That is, they will prepare the cost estimation, financial statement, they will prepare the contract, bill of quantity, and they will also settle the final project account. And if it's needed, they will do the supplementary service. The QS is involved in these two stages, that is the pre-contract phase and the post-contract phase. But they are not involved in the inception. Okay. For the pre-contract phase, they will check the tender drawing and the document, they will do the costing, pricing analysis, and they will compile the tender bill of quantities with description. For post-contract phase, they will prepare all the payment, the claim document, the final account payment application, they will analyze the payment, and they will update the client about the cost. And they will also visit the site to monitor the progress. Okay, the interrelationship of a quantity surveyor and the other working in the construction industry. First, between quantity surveyor and architect. Everyone knows the architect is the one who designed the buildings, right? And the QS is the one who will be the cost advisor and monitor all the financial matters to the architect buildings. Okay, the relationship between QS and engineers. There is three types of engineers in the construction industry. There is the civil engineer, electrical engineers, and the mechanical engineers. Engineers is the one who design the structures and foundation. And what do QS do with them? They calculate all the materials used by the engineers and they prepare the tenders. Between QS and contractors, QS will be representing the client. There is either the client or the contractor, but they will always look after the client, their client financial interest. The relationship between QS and supplier. Okay, this one QS plays a very great role in it because QS is the one who is going to ensure the material are placed in time and within the budget. Okay, example of drawings. The QS, they don't draw. They only read drawings. And the example of drawing that they read is architecture drawing, construction drawing, tender drawing, and contract drawing. And they produce it into bill of quantity. Okay, first is architectural drawing. They use this drawing to do the estimation of the cost and the materials used in the construction. Construction drawing. This is the drawing that are used when the construction starts to do cost control during the construction process. Tender drawing. This is a formal invitation to the supplier for them to make an offer to the buyer regarding the supply and of the materials and services. The QS will check the tender drawing if there is no error in it, and they will submit the detailed info, the detailed report to the client, and then they will submit the tender drawing to the supplier. This is another example of tender drawing. Contract drawing. Okay, contract drawing is the formal agreement between the client and the supplier regarding the service and the materials. The supplier will be contracted to deliver the materials and the services within the time and price. Example of the. Okay, this is our BQ is prepared. Drawing and dimension paper. This is where all the measurement and the calculation take place. And then they will transfer it into the billing paper and they will produce the bill of quantity after that. Bill of quantity. A bill of quantity is a document that shows the very particular amounts of measurement and the calculation regarding the materials that is recognized by the tender drawings and other documents. But it requires the very specific design and specification to produce it. And this is the software that usually a QS will use to produce the BOQ instantaneously by using a 3D model. The software that is used by the QS is called Revit BIM, BIM, that stands for Building Information Model. Usually the QS uses this software to count and calculate all the material directly using an example of design that uses an API from the Revit Autodesk. This is the books that usually a QS will refer to regarding the specification, measurement, and materials. The book is called SMM2. That is Malaysia Standard Method of Measurement, second edition. And this is the bills and list of materials. There's a video of how a Revit BIM is used by a QS, but unfortunately I can only show you a brief of the video. I'm sorry for the technical problem.
Autodesk Revit Structures supports the Building Information Modeling or BIM process for structural engineers by providing a physical model for documentation and an associated analytical model for structural analysis and design. Revit Structure helps to extend the process to analysis by enabling interlinked streamlined Autodesk engineering work analysis tools to allow designers and engineers to perform structural analysis. The advanced link offered by Autodesk Structural Analysis Professional is a fully bidirectional link. This link streamlines structural engineering workflows by facilitating the coordination of design documentation with structural analytical design information. In this example, we will assume that a structural designer has created a design model ready for analysis in robot structure. The model can be sent directly to Robot Structural Analysis Professional with all the information needed for structural analysis, including boundary conditions and loads. Once the model has been linked to robot structural analysis professional, the engineer can begin the analysis and code design process. After an initial analysis, the engineer
Okay, sorry. Okay, this is the bills and list of materials, and this is the reference. So time, expense, and sustainability is very crucial in today's construction industry. So keep calm and trust your QSs. Thank you.